Hello and welcome to Traditional Draft of Kaldheim. I'm actually not going to have a... This is my draft number 50 and I've been doing those status reports regarding my Kaldheim collection in every 5 drafts for quite some time now, but there hasn't been like... there has been steady progress, so but it's not really much different from the last one. So I've gotten more packs and only one other mythic, although this is now I happen to open a mythic rare, so I get an additional mythic, but I'm not quite there yet in terms of opening all my packs. So I'm gonna actually skip the Kaldheim collection update for now, and I will maybe do it after draft number 55. I'm getting quite close to the point where I can open all my packs, and I don't think there's any relevant information, interesting information for this draft now to include the portion at the end of the video. So I have like a little bit over 240 packs now, and this will be my mythic rare number 38. And of course, this is just the best card in the pack, so that's why I'm picking it here. I mean, no matter whether it's mythic or not, Quakebringer is definitely a nice way to start a draft. There's no other red cards here than the Breakneck Berserker, and the best cards in here, I mean, I think it has to be the Feed the Serpent. I would like to pair this with blue because it is very nice when you have so many giants that this will continue dealing damage even when it's in the graveyard. In black red it's of course not so easy. You kind of have to rely on red color your red creatures to get the giants. Black has no giants whatsoever, and the Feed the Serpent is better than the Wish's Return. So I'm going to take the feed here, and well, there's not much else to say about this pack. This has some nice green cards, but I'll just take the exile spell. It's definitely worth picking. A Tyrite Sanctum works with legendary creatures and with gods, and also I think all the gods are legendary creatures, so this also works with changelings. But black and red have no such things, so I don't think I'm gonna pick that. On the other hand, what am I going to pick here? The best card in the pack maybe is the Mistwalker, but I could just take something like a Way Down too. I mean, I could take the Mistwalker in case some red or black won't be open. And this is such a nice card. I think I actually don't care about the Way Down that much, so I'm gonna take the best card here and see, kind of stay open. That's the idea here. Okay, no blue card here. Oh, well, other than the Pilfering Hawk, which I'm not going to pick. For an aggressive deck, there would be a Tormentor's Helm. For a very defensive deck, there is a Priest of the Haunted Edge. And then there's the Skemvar Shadow's Edge, which is, I think, more like, unless you have a very heavy tribal, it's more like a defensive card because of its stats. 4 mana, 2/5 is a very defensive stats. But yeah, no idea really about the deck or even the colors yet. There's no giant here. If there was a giant, I would be kind of incentivized to pick it. I don't actually know. I mean, if I'm gonna play black-red, I will be most likely an aggressive deck, but I mean, pick 4 Tormentor's Helm. I'm not sure if that makes a whole lot of sense, but I could take the Valkyrie. It's also good if I end up white, but I'll take the Helm and maybe go try to see black-red. But now, of course, when I have the Aigarin here, that's gonna be the peak because I have Quakebringer and Mistwalker. I don't think the Tormentor's Helm is very good in the Giants deck, which is usually a late game deck, and I might not run this, but this is still the. I mean, of course, this is the pick here. If I can play my Mistwalker and the Quakebringer, that's gonna be fantastic. So that's an easy pick here over something like Bounding Gold. I suppose if I took the Valkyrie from the previous pack, no, even if I took the Valkyrie from the previous pack, I would take the Icar here now. Yep. And let's see if blue-red. Okay, Bergstrider is definitely the pick here. No question about that. Of course, I know I do want to have some Snowlands, but maybe I can get a few. I mean, Bergstrider in the end doesn't require a ton of them. And what is this Behold the Multiverse doing here? Pack 1, pick 7. This is among the top commons in the set. Well, I guess blue has to be open because I understand that not everyone maybe values the Bergstrider much, but everyone should understand this is such a strong card, but I'm very happy to pick it here. A Kinseekers is a giant. A Breakneck Berserker, I don't need it. I'd just rather take the Kinseekers. I'm not sure if it's gonna, trigger very easily, but I'd rather maybe pick it over Breakneck Berserker in this kind of a deck. Yep. And oh, there's the Vicious Return, but there's a Disdainful Stroke, which I will rather play than the Berserker here, so it's easy pick for me here actually. Thought Thief, random 3-drop. I mean, this is slightly worse than the Breakneck Berserker actually, because I think Haste might be a little bit better after all, but how about the Longboat then? I think I'll take the 3-drop here. I'm gonna cut the Feed the Serpent for now. I can take the Prime Barrow Intruder. It's something you can play. I don't have a ton of red here, but I suppose the red I have is so strong. I mean, these 2 red cards, I don't care about the Tormentor's Helm. I maybe take it. I could also actually try. I don't like to pick the Hagimop here because I have already 2 5-drops. This is a non-giant. So if I find, I mean, I have now already. I have only the Behold the Multiverse so far, but if I find like a few spells I could copy, I could see running this. I haven't played with these cards, I don't think, not even once. So it would be nice to try it, and it requires an instant and sorcery with CMC of 4 or less. Or I guess mana value, what's the new term that's gonna, they changed the terminology with Strixhaven. Okay, well, let's first pick something in here. It's gonna be can it be the Harbinger? I think I like it slightly more than in this kind of deck than the Demon Berserker 2-1. Okay, I'll take the blue one. Well, sure, let's take another one of those, but I will put that to the sideboard. So yeah, I don't need. I'm not actually sure how many spells I want to have, but I might, play this. Anyway, Tundra Fumarole is one of the cards that I can copy with this thing, and it's not as good as Demon Bolt. Funny, because this is a rare and Demon Bolt is a common, but it's still, good. And if I do want to pick some Snowlands thanks to the Bergstrider, so if I can have a couple of them, this actually in some cases can be better than Demon Bolt, because it of course can return some mana to you. Anyway, it's very easy pick here, but the Arcanist would be good if I had duplicate spells, which I don't have now, so no reason to pick it quite yet. Okay, another Behold the Multiverse. Also the Feed the Serpent, but well, someone else is gonna get that because I'll just take the Multiverse. And okay, so no red here in this direction either. Alright then. I guess I'll take the Bounce Spell. I mean, with this card draw, Bounce Spells becomes a lot better because these are good for your tempo, bad for your card advantage. But when you have like a two of these draw twos, playing cards just to get some tempo is definitely a good idea. I do realize there's not much red coming here, but I mean the Quickbringer and Agara and Tundra Fumarole also, these are good enough reasons to run red here, so I'm gonna just go red blue here unless I get something amazing. If I get something amazing from some other color, and the Bounding Golds that I've been passing, they are not amazing enough. I'm gonna take the Rimewood Falls actually, because it is a blue producing snowland. Not ideal that it enters tapped, but I do want to have snowlands for the giant, and also, well, I mean, this is a double red spell, so you can use one non-red source to cast this spell, but I mean, it can be the Rimewood Falls, and then it will basically make this cost only 2 red mana. And I mean, there is a chance to splash for something green, maybe, but I mean, not very likely, but it's possible. Okay, Ravenform or Inga. I think it's gonna be the Inga. I just don't think the Ravenform is a very good card. Yeah. And we have a Mistwalker. There's also red producing land, but this also enters tapped and I don't need the black, so I'm gonna take the Mistwalker here. Also, Mistwalker is one of the things that make the Quakebringer, do some work. also in the graveyard. And now Snow Mountain, very easy pick. I mean, over the cards I'm not even interested in playing. How many? That's like 16 non-lands currently, but there are some cards I don't really just care about playing. With 2 snowlands, I will choose the Immersturm Rider over the Pilfering Hawk. That's quite late Finn and Masked Vandal, by the way, but someone gets them who's drafting green to my right. I don't mind people in my right drafting green because that means they pick green cards over cards that I might be interested in. Okay, so there's a Frostpire Arcanist with double Behold the Multiverse. I guess, yeah, I'm not gonna need this second rider. I know I'm short on 2 drops, perhaps a bit, but if I find like some other double spell or maybe like a third of these multiverse things, I might actually play this thing, but we'll see. I haven't found any. Okay, now I'll take the Bind Monster. I haven't found any those common red removal spells, Demon Bolts and Frostbite. Uh, so it's quite unlikely that I get more copies of. I mean, I guess I could have something like Depart the Realm even. I might run 2 with having access to this Frostpire Arcanist. Okay, I'll take the Longboat. It's the only one that can be considered because others there was no red or blue card in here. So yeah, having access to this Arcanist and the double Behold the Multiverse would make running like 2 Depart the Realms not such a bad idea, I don't think. That's 19 non-lands, but I could cut the Blind Barrow Intruder. I could cut a Thought Thief. Okay, let's take a third one of these, I suppose. Now what else there is? The Kinseeker as well. I don't know, with double Mistwalker it starts to be somewhat... Okay, how is this Lindworm so late? It starts to be somewhat reliable, actually. Well, I have only 2. I don't need this Yeti in this deck, actually. No. There is a disdainful stroke. Yeah, I can get it. The other copy with the Frostpire Arcanist, but it's kind of awkward when the opponent, knows about it, so I don't really plan on running 2 of those. Frost Ogre. Yeah, I'm not gonna have that many snow cards. I have a couple of snowlands and I suppose something like Bergstrider, but that's nowhere near enough snow permanents. I guess out of these choices, I'll just take the strategic planning here after all. I mean, I could take the Waking the Trolls for sideboard use. I mean, I don't want to run the strategic planning here or the Seize the Spoils. I'll actually take the Waking the Trolls. I don't know if I want to play the Cinderhide Giant. No, not so much when I don't have any Invasion of the Giants. If I had one of those, I might want to run the 7-drop in that case. Well, now I'm gonna just take the Frostbite. I want some cheap interaction, and this is exactly the kind of card that qualifies as cheap interaction. And that it's also something I can copy with the Dual Strike. And if I am lucky enough to get another one of these, that makes the Frostpire Arcanist a lot better. I will pick this over the Provoke the Trolls quite easily in here. Someone is getting this, but I'm not gonna take it. I don't think I'm gonna splash the Waking the Trolls, but it's an option for out of the sideboard, for example. Anyway, Cosmos Charger. Yeah, it's not a giant. And this thing is a giant, but I mean, it's just quite a nice card, so I'll take it. Alright, so I do get here a third Behold the Multiverse, but let's see now. Okay, I'll pick it. I mean, it actually makes the Frostpire Arcanist even better because now that I have 3 of them, yeah, I would have to draw all 3 to make this, not work, so that's pretty unlikely already. And there's another Frostpire Arcanist, but am I gonna play that? I might actually. I might also play this, but I think this can come back as a later pick. It's possible. But yeah, I'll take the Arcanist. Sure, why not? Let's find another Frostbite. That would be perfect. How about here? I mean, there's a Depart the Realm. That's only already 24 cards, but I know I have cuttables in here. Do I want to have the 3-drop? I have quite a few of them, but I could take the Doomscar Titan. Actually, I don't have that much late game. I might actually just play it to have some more creatures. How many creatures I have here? 14. Okay, I think I'll take the Doomscar Titan now over the third Mist Walker. Alpine Meadow. Well, it does make the... I mean, I have only 2 Snowlands, and I would want to have the Bergstrider actually. And this also works nicely with the Tundra Fumarole. I'll take the yet another Ender's Tapped Snowland. Ideally, I would get basic Snowlands, but you can't. I mean, you take what you are past. Alright, Giant's Amulet or the Departure Realm. I think the Amulet is nice enough. I'm gonna take it. I have enough late game here now, definitely. Can I get one of these Departure Realms? I'm not even sure if I have room for it. We will see. Well, yeah, the Cinderheart Giant. I'm not gonna pick the 7-drop. Sideboard, Disdainful Stroke or the Seize the Spoils. I think I like the Disdainful Stroke better. Yeah, I don't want to have to seize the spoils. I have 3 Behold the Multiverses. This is enough card draw. Provoke the Trolls came back. I think I'm gonna take it over the Kinseekers. Yeah, I have double of these Arcanists. I'll take the removal spell. It's also a 4 mana spell. It can still be copied with the dual strike. I think I might run this. Yeah, definitely with the 3 Behold the Multiverses. And okay, whatever. So I'm basically... Well, let's take the... Is the Ravenwings gonna be better than the Berserker? Let's take the creature, maybe. I mean, it's gonna be a sideboard card. Both of these will be only sideboard cards. I don't think I have a room for them. Well, this is something I can sideboard in. Port of Carvel pretty late here. So what does this deck need to cut here? So yeah, first of all, these things not gonna be main deck. I don't think I have room even for the first Disdainful Stroke now. Oh yeah, cut the green card, of course. I cut the lands for now. Yeah, 3 Snowlands is a little too few for the Bergstrider, but it is still a... I mean, you don't have to lock stuff down with it. Plus, I have the triple Behold here, which is going to make it easier to dig to your good cards. And if I really want to find the Snowland, I can maybe find it with the Behold the Multiverses. So this triple Behold is the only reason to make the Frostbite Arcanists like do something else than be a potential 4 mana 2/5. But let's say if I have drawn 3 of these cards during the game, I think I can afford to play a 4 or 5 mana 2/5 in that case. Plus, if nothing else, these things are giant synergy for the Quakebringer, and my deck has actually 6 wizards and 6 giants for berserkers, but I'm gonna cut a few of them. So I will be having somewhat easy time maybe to have the Kinseekers do some work. So let's cut some cards. The Breakneck Berserker and Thought Thief seem like the first cuts in here. And then Blind Barrow Intruder, this is yet another 5-drop most likely. I hope these are 4-drops most of the time. And I think I want to try the Dual Strike because I have 1 and 2. The Stroke is not really something that you can... I mean, it would be have to be a very weird looking stack that actually makes copying the Stroke anything reasonable. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 7 cards I can copy with this, and I think all of them are quite nice. And I'm definitely playing the Harbinger because of the Behold the Multiverses. It gives mana both to the foretelling it and casting the spell. So this is now 6 giants and still 6 wizards. So that's gonna be somewhat easy to make the Kinseekers happen. I'm just considering my last cut here. I guess if I think about the foretell business I have for turn 2, I mean I have even these can be foretold on turn 2. And the Cosmos Charger too. Yeah, I think I can cut the Image Rider. This is the card I have like the least use for. I have very few red cards here, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna have only 7 red cards after I cut this. But I think that is the correct cut to make here. 12 creatures, 11 non-creatures, a lot of card draw to find my good stuff here. The Agar isn't gonna do a whole lot of stuff. I mean, maybe the Provoke the Trolls and Tundra Fumarole can make... Well, I mean, this does still work with any giant wizard, giant or wizard dealing, excess damage too, so it doesn't have to be only the spells, so... And it's the, I mean, either way, it's a 3 mana 3/3 that's probably going to eat a removal spell from the opponent, so it's a good card even if it doesn't, even if the triggered ability won't be doing anything. Yeah, I think this is my deck now, and actually I have 13 creatures because this giant amulet should count as a creature. But yeah, I'm gonna try the dual strike, and that actually means also that the disdainful stroke will be left in the deck, and I think. Yeah, I can play one disdainful stroke in main deck. If I have something like a red-white aggro, red-black aggro against me, then this is certainly a card I can easily cut. But I also have triple these Behold the Multiverses, which means that I'm gonna often be able to leave 2 mana up, and if the opponent doesn't have anything to counter with the disdainful stroke that I might be holding, then I can just, play the card draw spell. So this is the deck indeed, and even though I have so many blue cards, I think the mana has to be, I mean, it's gonna probably be more blue sources for sure, but I have double red here. This is not a double red when you foretell it, so that's not so bad. This is double red always. This is not double red when you foretell it. Yeah, but it's gonna be still, I mean, it could be 10-7, but I'm not sure if I should just play 9-8 after all. I might want to have this on turn 3. And I don't have any double blue casters actually. Yeah, with one blue I can do everything I want. Of course the Mistwalkers want to have more blue, but I have the card draw to kind of fix my draws somehow, to get the kind of mana I need. I mean, that's also a reason to not run maybe 8 mountains actually. I need... Are these 3 enough to find me my double mountains? It might actually be... Because I can't keep any hand without blue mana, so maybe I'll play 10-7 after all. I wish I got someone Symmetric Veil or the blue-red Snowland, but that didn't happen. Okay, I'm gonna play 10-7 now. Let's take, for example, this one. So that's 10 for blue, and then I will add 5 mountains here, and that's 7 red sources, and that's the deck then. Okay, that's nice. I can foretell this on turn 2, and then I can have the Icar on turn 3, and we'll see what I draw by turn 4. Well, I guess I foretell this first. I think I'm gonna foretell both of these before I start casting them. But if I do find my other blue source, I can have a turn 4 with Behold the Multiverse and Dual Strike. Okay, opponent gets a token there. And I have my Igar in here. Yeah, I will have a draw 4. Scry 2, draw 2, and then have a Scry 2, draw 2 after that, if I have time for that. Of course, if opponent deals with the Igar now, might be under some pressure. Okay, that's... I have a lot of... I don't have a ton of removal. By the way, I did draw these things, so... Yeah, I'm gonna just draw a ton of cards at the end of their turn. I mean, they are playing actually blue. Maybe I should... If I do this on now, that means I will go to 7 cards, so I will not have to discard. Yeah, if they have something like a disdainful stroke. On the other hand, when you cast your next spell, copy that. Okay, so yeah, it actually... Wait a minute. Yeah, I think countering the original won't stop from the copy from generating. Yeah, I'm pretty sure actually. And I won't be attacking here, and I will just try to block. Because the trigger, when it goes to stack, it will go immediately upon casting. And then even if the original gets countered, it will, I think the copy should be happening no matter what. Because this doesn't target the copy, it immediately just, you know, makes another one of those. I do need to, of course, attack here, but because I don't want them to go to 27 life, that would be pretty horrible. But yeah, let's get a huge amount of card draw now. Well, sure, let's take both of those. And I do want to have the land, the Mistwalker will be good, so yeah, let's take all that. Now it's just a matter of, oh, that too. Well. Okay then. I guess I'm gonna just... This could be something... I think I'm gonna... Yeah, the safest bet is to play the Giant's Amulet this turn. Because I'm going to attack with this. If they go for the double block... I will get to draw even more cards, but probably I won't. Yeah, I think it's the safe bet to just attack with this guy now. Because I don't want them to really go to 27, so it's important to deal. And now I have a good blocker because this has hexproof, so it's going to be quite nice. Quite nice to deal with all that. I know I could surprise them with the Cosmos Charger, but first let's get the ground guy that can block all their stuff, and they can't use any kind of conventional way to deal with it. They can attack for 2 in the air. If they have something like a Iron Verdict for the Igar, I don't care. I don't actually need the card draw. I think I got a lot of the card draw I'm interested in, so now I just try to stabilize, and with all these cards in my hand, I have... Okay, they have that. So they do have a bunch of life gain stuff going on. So I need to just stabilize. At least the Quakebringer will start pinging them. If they find... Yeah, I need to actually... The Story Seeker even has lifelink here. It's actually quite nasty. Because this is a massive boost. If they find 4 extra life, and they don't actually require much. Double spell with another cleric, and that's it. And sadly, I can't kill the Righteous Valkyrie. This says creatures you control, even the Valkyrie itself. Alright. So maybe I will attack with the 4-5 instead. Yeah, I will attack with the 4-5 now. I will leave the Igar to block this time. They can just make the Igar, I mean they can make the Rider's Carve, but then again this is a 4-5. They have to multiple block it anyway. Let's try, let's see what happens now. They probably are gonna block with the Carve. There's not much I can do about it. I can use the Provoke the Trolls as a pump spell if they block with several. Well, let's see how many. If they're only gonna block with 2, of course I'm gonna just kill the other blocker. But if they're gonna block with more than 2, I might easily just pump the Giant's Amulet, this token here. Okay, so I think it's gonna be the Provoke the Trolls on the... This I will actually draw a card here too. Then kill the Carve. Then I sadly don't have... I mean the problem here is of course that I don't have any other play here, but I do have the Foretell for Cosmos Charger. And now opponent can... Yeah, if they can now find the life for the Valkyrie, that's game over. I mean they are +2/+2, I can't... Yeah, let's hope they can't find yet another Cleric or Angel. And double spell, because they need 4 life. And of course, by attacking with the Story Seeker, they will get 2 life. Well, we'll see. At least I have this hasty guy dealing. I mean, if they attack with... Okay, now that's no cleric, so they can get 2 life more. That's not enough for them if they double spell here. Yeah, this is a case of me really, I mean, winning the long game, but opponent has a very good tempo advantage here with the flyer and stuff. Okay, okay, sure, that's an 06. Are they running the plow? Maybe they are. Right, so now I need to... Yeah, the problem here is that they're gonna block with the Story Seeker and they will have 27 life after that. That is the actual problem here. And the Giant Ox even blocks everything. Yep, so it's gonna be bad. I need to find the Tundra Fumarole for that thing. Maybe I'll play this to find the... How many things I can play here? I have mana here. I mean, I might need to play the... But this doesn't allow me to do much. No, I think I have to have the Cosmos Charger in play here. Maybe, okay, maybe the Mistwalker and Cosmos Charger both. That makes actually most sense. Yes, it does, because then I can actually, you know, double block the Righteous Valkyrie. Unless they get pre-combat 2 life. I mean, if they get that, well, then they get that. I mean, then I lose then. I mean, it's annoying that they have been able to get the double spells here. If they still get yet another double spell turn, I mean, they have 4 clans, and do they have like all the rest of spells? Okay, the foretell means they are not necessarily gonna double spell. And of course, they're not gonna attack with the Valkyrie, but next turn they are gonna double spell. I need to attack with them. Well, let's see what they're gonna do. I have... Okay, I can play this and then I can actually... Is it gonna be the Doomscar Titan? I can foretell one of these guys because it costs 1 with this thing. I mean, it could be this because then I can attack... Yeah, I actually have to do it. Then I can attack with this by dealing 4. They can't jump block it, and if they take 4, then they're gonna have more trouble getting the 27 life. Because otherwise I attack with this both and they can block this, and I don't sadly have any way to actually deal the rest of the damage. So yeah, Doomscar Titan will be foretold. And then I'm gonna see what's the next. So this is gonna cost 5 mana. That will leave me 2 or 3. So I can pump the Mistwalker only once. Yeah, man, this Ox is pretty annoying. I mean, my Giant Amulet is not very good here. Yeah. I guess I am going to... I mean, if I attack with the Ground Guy, the Story Seeker here is gonna be gaining them too, but also if they... I mean, they're gonna take the Cosmos Charger, so they're gonna go to 21 here. They could be at 23, they could trigger this thing 25. It's so close though, it's kind of dangerous. I can also make them... I mean, I can attack with like all of my guys, for example, but then I can't do that. And I'm not gonna attack with the Mistwalker at least. I mean, if I attack with just one of these, it means the Giant Ox has a free block. I could attack with the Giant and the Titan here, like this, this, and this. This could make some sense, maybe. I'll try it like this. I'll have to try to do something here. I hope they don't have any Cleric, but I suppose these foretell spells are not gonna... I mean, they could have another Doomscar Oracle. That would be horrible. But if they are not gonna take this through, they have to jump block there. I get to draw a card here. They're gonna go to 23 here now. Another one of those. So yeah, I can't do anything else than, well, I guess I could move this equipment and play the untapped land and then foretell this, but oh man, what? Oh man. This says opponents can't gain life. Ah, I completely forgot the first line. Man, this set is just keeps on surprising. All the cards have so many text and abilities, or not all, but so many of them. Well, I'm not gonna move the amulet there. I'm gonna just do it like this, and I'm gonna, yeah. I mean, if I just played this earlier, I wouldn't have any trouble here. Now they can have a way to gain 4 life. This can gain them 2, and if they get any 2 life anywhere, I'm lost because I didn't play the Quakebringer. They would need to have some specific answer, like the thing that exiles. The pacifism effect doesn't work, bind to monster doesn't work. As long as they... Okay, well that's not a cleric. Okay, good. They get only 2 life. So it's so close all the time. But this is enough. They are not at 27. This Righteous Valkyrie here is pretty... They didn't even have an attack. Okay, but now I can make them prevent their life gain, so... That's pretty fine. So what do I do in here then? They have a 3/6 blocker here. Well, I can start pinging them. I guess all I do is play this and a Frostbite Arcanist, I suppose. Which I can foretell at the end of the turn. Okay, so now I don't have any attack, but I don't need any attack now. I only need to find a Tundra Fumarole now. Red, okay then. Well, there is the Tundra Fumarole, and I'm gonna kill the flyer here. I'm actually going to then... I will get... Oh, this is gonna be perfect, so I'm gonna do like this. And I'm gonna kill the Valkyrie, or at least try. And it worked. And now I can play the Frostbite Arcanist. And then I will get my other Behold the Multiverse before I play the other one. Now that is pretty nice. Then I can play this for 2 mana. I'll take the Bergstrider. And then I simply can attack with my flyers. And do I want to cast this? Yeah, I think I'm gonna cast this end of turn. And well, I guess I'm supposed to do it like this because the foretelling is slightly cheaper. So let's do it like this. And yeah, I'm not gonna get checked. Finally, they drew some lands here. So I'll just do it like this. Mistwalker, great. Another flyer. And now, unless they have a mass removal, this is gonna be enough to win the game. So now I can just... I mean, I could attack with the ground guys, but I mean, they have an 0/6 and a 3/6, so it's gonna be so difficult to get any damage through in the ground. I can tap, of course, one of them, but I think it's enough that I just deal damage with the flyers. And I'm gonna just start dealing 7 here now. I mean, am I actually even going to win on the next turn? Because this will deal 2. Yeah, unless they have a mass removal. Hopefully they don't. Okay, I was able to stabilize, and now I will simply win here, I suppose. But that was so close. They could have gotten to the 27 life, and with this team they had, that would have been basically almost certainly a game over. Anyway, they have this white, mostly white deck actually, and some blue, I suppose. They are also having some red, or maybe they named red here just for fun. Although they do have a white red land, so they probably have something actual red here, maybe demon bolts. And this blue, what does that mean? Well, some good blue cards, maybe Behold the Multiverses or something like that. Anyway, they have 06, they have a 3/6. They might have the blow in their deck. But my deck is actually quite okay. How about the Disdainful Stroke? So there weren't a whole lot of cards. I mean, out of the cards I saw here, there's like the Guards Hall Guardian, the only thing I can counter with it. So I'm gonna cut the Disdainful Stroke and play maybe the Raven form. It was pretty annoying, this flyer. They might have... I mean, I might even want to kill the Raven Rider's card, but I think the 1/1 flyer isn't necessarily that bad for me here. Tormentor's Helm, Frostpeak Yeti. Kind of feel I should just yeah, the stuff I have here, I think it's good enough. I don't need any of these. Yep, the Raven form can be useful, perhaps. Okay, 5 lands and the 2 4-drops just can't be. I mean, this can even be a 5-drop at some point. But well, this is a wizard. But anyway, it's a mulligan. It is, and this is not a mulligan. And I think I'll keep the double red here actually, because I do have a double red spell in the deck, and I have 10 blue sources, so I'm more likely to draw islands anyway. I'm gonna tap the Usher here for sure. Yeah, I think I do want to have the turn 3 play for sure. I mean, if I draw now an untapped land, then, you know, foretelling here might have been good. But then again, I still would have the tapped land in my hand. Or they have the blow, but they don't have a land there, so I suppose I'm just going to play my 3/3 then. And this makes them unable to gain life. So next turn I might actually go for the double foretell. Except if I draw a land, maybe even in that case. Although these things only save 1 mana with the foretell, it's not gonna... Yeah, it might be... But then again, if I... Oh, they have the Ox, come on. Sure. Well, I mean, I have a blocker for the blow, and I will definitely block, but they will get mana and life here now. They will get 3 mana here. Well, it is what it is. Are they gonna have a... Oh, sorry. Alright. Okay, then. They got the combo. They got the combo. They have 6 or 7 mana available this turn. Well, at least I got to deal with it, but that was a nice boost. The fact they missed their land drop once, I don't think it matters too much now. Just don't have any more life gain because, okay. If they have it now, okay, I'll have to draw a land, and I did because I need to prevent them any life gain, because if they gain even 1 life here, it's gonna be bad. They get to attack with the carve though, which is something I just can't, you know, I have to take the damage from the carve. Yeah, I will take 6, but I mean I have to play the Quakebringer, otherwise they are gonna get any cleric. They could have the foretell thing. I mean I could have the Doomscar Titan and attack, but even then they're gonna be able to attack with the carve no matter what. So I will go to 6 here. I mean I have a blocker for the Valkyrie, and the Giant Ox, if it accrues the Rider's Carve, then it can't be blocking my stuff, and I can play the Arcanist then, although it won't be finding anything, but it's a 2/5 that can block the Carve, or well, we'll see. Dropping to 6 is kind of bad, yeah. Okay, they're gonna, but why would they do it right now? Because they can't scry a land to a top because they draw always 2 cards, so maybe they should have just seen. Well, I mean, whatever. Did they get there anyway? No. So if I trade with the card now, they are again. On the other hand, I get to deal 5 to them. Okay, and then actually when this is in the graveyard, yeah, the life gain thing doesn't apply anymore, but I will still deal 2 to them if they can't deal with this Titan. So I think I will block the card here now, because it just continues on attacking, and now I have the hasty guy here, which is nice. So, by the way, did I need to draw land there? Yeah. I kind of thought it was foretold. Oh my. I thought it was kind of foretold there. It wasn't foretold. It wasn't foretold. Wow. I was kind of assuming this costs 5. Well, it doesn't. It costs 6. Well, I drew the land. I don't know if I deserve that or not, but... Okay, the glimpse. Do they have a changelings in there? Because they don't have any... This is not a giant, even though it's a giant ox. And, okay, so there's nothing in here that I can... Well, the Mistwalker is just gonna be the play. There's no point attacking with the Titan. They are gonna block anyway. So let's do this, and I will have a blocker for that thing, and I guess I'm pinging them for 2 per turn. They are still at 3 lands though. They have 6 or 5 spells in the hand, which is very scary here. I need to find one of my Behold the Multiverses so I can... Would they have multiple blows? Well, how about that? They're gonna get the mana anyway. Do I need to have that just a... I mean, I guess I'll just block the blow with the Doomscar Titan. This is still a... I kind of don't want to play this without having one of the card draw spells in here. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna get the mana with this. They don't get the life gain because... No, they do get the life gain, of course, because I have this here. But I mean, there's nothing I can... I can't prevent them from attacking. But the problem here is that... Do I want to play? No, I need to find the Behold the Multiverse. I have 3 of them. If I draw one of them, I think I will have enough drawing power to... Probably to kind of stabilize in here, because I need to stabilize here. Opponent has 5, and they will have 7 mana now available. They go to 20 life now. I will trade with the blow. They will start playing their hand, but I mean, I don't know if they might have like mostly defensive cards. It's possible. Okay, they have something, sure. They have something there. Alright. That's game over. Whatever. It's game over. Well, the disdainful stroke is good against the run, I sure, but it's so bad against... Well, they do have the behold too, but that's only a few cards. And then there's the 3-6 thing. Maybe I want to have it instead of the Raven form, maybe. Let's have the disdainful stroke, fine. And then others, maybe the Tormentor's Helm. I mean, if they have the Ox in there. No, I guess I just hope they don't have the combo start with the Ox and one of the blows. I mean, they probably have multiple Oxes too. Well, I mean, it's a combo that is good if they get them both. Not that great otherwise. Well, I have now a decent start here, and I can kill a blow before it attacks. I can also bounce stuff in there. I do need a fourth land, hopefully as soon as possible. Let's see if this is the Ox. No, it wasn't the Ox. Frostbite. Yeah, I'm gonna just Frostbite this and then I draw cards with the Behold the Multiverse just to get the land stuff happening. Well, I'm gonna find the red at some point. It's a good card that definitely I wanna have it. And now this is gonna cost 5, so I can't get another copy of that business. So it's mostly like me having. I guess I'm gonna just have foretell this thing, and then I'm gonna have to depart for if they're gonna have an attack with that Rider's Carve, I'm gonna bounce it. Okay, so I could take the Quake Bringer right away, but it's a 4 mana card. I could use just 5 mana to get one of those Beholds. I kinda like that idea. Because now if I, for example, draw an untapped land, I can play the Quakebringer and foretell the Behold. Or I probably, if I don't, I will play the Mistwalker and then foretell the Behold. Oh, they have that thing again. Well, that is annoying. Hopefully I just draw the land now so I can start preventing their life gains. Okay, that's good. So, Quakebringer and Behold. Seven lands. Well, I think it's gonna be easily another Arcanist and a Mistwalker then. No reason attacking to their Ox there. And of course they can make the carve to block. I don't want to lose the Quakebringer. I will be able to deal that 2 per turn, but I want to have the ability to prevent the life gain that this thing, for example, provides. Kinseekers will let me... let's see if I want to just... 7 mana. Could play this. Could attack with this. Don't mind the trade actually with that thing. I could also just try to kill it with the provoke, but maybe I will simply start with this then now first. Let's see what happens. Well, I don't need this. Okay. I could almost bind the giant ox with the carve. Probably not though, but I need to... Well, let's go for the scry. I would want to have my double, the thing that doubles the, copies the spell. I have a couple of things I want to copy here. Disdainful Stroke, actually, I want to have that as a, card that if they find one of their expensive stuff, I want to have access to that. So I'm just wondering, hey, if I should really just, do this to the Righteous Valkyrie. And start attacking with the Mistwalker, because I can start pumping it up at some point. And ground is completely, stalled, but the Quakebringer is of course doing a whole lot of work here. Because the ground is of course, okay, that's fine. Ground is also, stuck from their perspective. They are not gonna attack through this stuff that I have here. And I'm never going to, probably never going to not have 2 mana available. If they have like the run ashore, I do want to counter that. So hopefully they don't have it immediately right now. That would have been a nice thing to counter too, but they scry to the top. But I mean, I guess it's fair that I have a lot of card draw, so that they have a lot of card draw as well. Now I could attack with a 2/5, 2/5, 3/5. They can block with the carve. I mean, probably I'm gonna time it so that I'm gonna have the Doomscar Titan attacking as well. I lost my flyer, so I can't deal damage with that. Anyway, I'm not gonna attack this turn because I do want to leave the Disdainful Stroke up. So this is 7 mana total. I can foretell, and leave this up and then play this end of turn if nothing weird happens. I won't have the Provoke the Trolls up, but I guess I can live with that. Quakebringer is doing a lot of work here. Am I really at 10 minutes here only? Man, this has been a long match. Clarion Spirit is very good. That is a good one. There's the blow. Sure, can't counter those. But I am dealing 2 per turn. They have 7 turns time here because they won't be able to gain life. Alright, Harbinger not needed. Tundra Fumarole. I think it has to just kill the Clarion Spirit. I don't want them to get a ton of flyers there. Okay, they are taking 2. Do they have some kind of response to that? So Doomscar Titan will pump my team. They have a small I have only... if I play this, I have only... Okay, well, there's the dual strike. Now this with the Tundra Fumarole. Well, I'm not sure if it's... I mean, it could be good with the Provoke the Trolls as well. Anyway, let's play the land that I need to do anyway. So if I do this, they're gonna have a blocker. This is a crew 6, crew 3. This can crew either of them. But if I play this, I won't have more than 3 mana available, and that doesn't sound very good idea here actually. Maybe I'll just... don't really know actually what what should I be doing here. These burn spells are good, but I mean, actually this is dealing... Okay, now I know. This will deal 6 to the opponent, because this is any target. I can copy it with this thing. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I'll just foretell this now. And maybe I'll kind of just kill the Clarion Spirit here now. And I will leave the Disdainful Stroke up. And yeah, my game plan is now very clear now that I remember this thing is actually dealing its damage to any target. So no need to attack right now. And I mean, they can attack with the blow, but if they are tapping the axe, I will have a nice attack with the Doomscar Titan as well. They do get the 3 mana there, but I mean, I'm gonna just double block the... I mean, I can just block with the Skin Seekers, I guess. If they have some trick there, well, then they have a trick. They won't be gaining life, but they will be getting 3 white mana. Oh, they are gonna do something interesting. So now they are very vulnerable to my counter attack. I wonder what's going on now. Something I can counter apparently. Okay, they're gonna bounce a couple of my guys, but I will be... This is exactly the reason I sideboarded Disdainful Stroke in. I wonder why they first crewed and then bounced. They maybe should have bounced first, or try that, and then decide about the cruise, because now they're committed to this. They won't be actually being able to even block here now. They won't be able to... Yeah, they should have definitely not crewed first. Okay, so they get to the land, but it will be tapped. Oh, they do have a 3 mana here too. And let's see if they find a land in there. And I can just, you know, I go to blockers. I will trade with that. I don't have to take stupid risks, and I can double block this guy and see what happens. If they have some kind of trick here, because I'm winning with the, I mean, Doomscar Titan plus Quakebringer and the Provoke the Trolls with the dual strike is also gonna be pretty nice. That happened. And they can use the mana, or they can lose it. Kinseekers, sure, they will get the Scry, but now I will probably win in multiple different ways. Because if I now play this thing, they're gonna block this. Yeah, that's enough damage. Okay, I have to be sure, because I might... This combination is 6 damage as well. I think both ways will win me. If I do this, this will be a 5 attacker. They're gonna take 11. If they block the Quakebringer, because they have only one blocker, so they will lose now. They can block the Quakebringer, and that's still 11 damage. Okay, I did... This Quakebringer was the way to win here, because they might have gained a little bit too much life otherwise. Well, it was my first pick in the draft. That was a long match. Well, I mean, I'm on the plane with the Behold, so I'm gonna keep it. Do need to have the mountains for this, but opponent mulligans. But this, I mean, I can easily just on turn 3 cast this for 2 mana, and I will get to scry 2 and draw 2. So I would have to have like a. Is this like a top? Yeah, top 6 cards in my deck would have to be non-lands each for this to fail. Well, that's annoying. But I did draw my first mountain, and then I need to have the Fumarole up. These are no mountains. I think I'm just gonna need to have the mountain here, yeah. Well, that didn't happen. Well, I have only 7 red sources in the deck. And I can play now the... No, I can't play the Arcanist because it is indeed a 5 mana card without a Giant or a Wizard. At least they didn't get a token. And now what I'm doing here is... Well, this actually is somewhat awkward. I think I'm going to just... Yeah, I'm gonna foretell this thing and then I'm gonna bounce something when their turn starts. This is not a cast trigger. Yeah, elves enter the battlefield, so I can wait here a bit with the bounce. If they're gonna cast an elf, I probably will just bounce this in response to not give them the token. Well, I guess I'm not gonna bounce anything now because the 2/5 I'm gonna... I mean, I can probably play the Giant's Amulet as well, so... Yeah, they don't have an attack for this thing yet. Although the Arcanist... But then again, the Arcanist will be a cheaper... Okay, there's that. So I have now... Well, I have now some options, but I don't think I have to... I can even attack with this hasty guy, but I guess the first thing to do is just to play the Amulet. It's quite nice. As a blocker, you know, it can't be killed with Struggle for Skemfar and stuff like that. And now the Arcanists will be 2-drops. And I want to actually play them next, because if I draw the Multiverse... because I have both of these here, I don't want to draw naturally any Multiverse. I want to fetch them with the Arcanists. So probably next turn I'm going to play the Arcanist and have to depart up. Well, how about an insane card? Yeah, well... Nice. Nice, nice, nice. At least this thing targets, so I can bounce the target if that's even gonna be very useful. So, yeah, I know I could foretell this, but I'm gonna use the bounce. Although, well, I guess I still want to have the bounce up. Because of course this 4/5 will be able to block this thing, but maybe they can like pump it or something. Okay. So let's see if they have they could have the foretell thing. I mean, they struggle for Skemfar and kill the Arcanist here. So, I mean, I can bounce this guy, but they're gonna get another pair of tokens. That's just horrible. But I guess I have to still do it. This is so bad, but... I mean, if it's a 5/5, I can't even block it. But yeah, they're gonna get 2 other tokens, so... This is one of the not so fair cards in the format. I suppose it's just very hard to get those 3-0 results. But I now drew my Quake Bringer, which can help here a bit. And about the attacks, this will be a problematic. I need to get rid of this guy. This can be also annoying, but at least the toughness will always be 4, so I can just trade with it, I suppose. So I have 6 mana available. Well, I'm gonna just do like this. Whatever. At least I have blockers for their tokens. So now I found my Behold the Multiverses. I can play this and I can foretell this, and let's just see how it goes. I mean, if they didn't have the chariot, I would be in a very good shape. With the chariot, things are a lot tougher, but I suppose I do have a nice amount of blockers for this. If they're gonna attack with a chariot, I'm gonna just triple block it, just to try to get rid of it. And then I can kill this before it starts pumping their team with the Tundra Fumarole, or maybe I even can find the Frostbite, and then my Quakebringer is actually going to deal damage to them, unless they get to exile it. Alright, so they're gonna go for the attacks. No, they have more of those struggles. Well, at least it's now trading with this thing. Sure. I guess, I mean, they have only one mana available. Can't they have something that... I could double block it. It doesn't have death touch or anything, so might as well double block it. So chariot is dealt with. How about all this stuff? But I do have... Let's count the mana first. That is 7 plus 1 in hand. I could have 8 mana. I can play the... Let's do something like this, because I think I just have to kill this sooner or later, so I'll kill it right now. I'll get 1 mana back in here. Now I don't have any red here, but that's just... I mean, this is double casted. I had to do that at some point anyway. And now I think I should have played this Behold the Multiverse first, but I suppose I wasn't a very smart guy. Yeah, that made no sense. Another red. I guess I might have a third red here. Might be a bit not necessarily such a smart move, but I feel like it makes some sense. And then I can play another blocker or just like foretell both of these. I mean, they're gonna attack with all now easily. Let's play the blocker. I only take 10 damage here. Yeah, I should have played more creatures. I mean, that was just greedy. But I mean, if I didn't kill this one, I would have just had, you know, trouble. Oh, now I get this. Would have been good against all that stuff. I mean, they have a... Oh, let's see. Block this and block this. I need to block 2 of these tokens. So I need 4 blockers, which I don't have because I don't quite have mana for it. I have 9 mana. This costs 10. Yeah, I don't have the mana for it. I need 4 blockers. I need to jump this, or maybe not jump, but just, you know, block. I can block this, and this will deal 9. I need to block 2 of them. If this costs 5, this costs 5. So I have 9 mana here only. Can't play them both. Sure, I'll play this and let them, you know, I mean, then I'll just see if they're gonna attack with all or not. Yeah, I should have played the... But if I wanted to Fumarole the last turn, then I couldn't play any of these red spells here. I don't think I have the artifact removal. I have a rapid form here. I guess I'll take it just in case. If the Esika's chariot, I mean, it's gonna deal. The tokens come always, but I suppose it's something I can deal with. The struggles do mean that I'm gonna play both of these disdainful strokes. How about the -2, -0? That could be nice with the struggle too, but I don't think I have room for that because I need to have some cuts here. Some cuts here which are going to be like oh, these are tough cuts here. Maybe the dual strike is a little too much. It's good, but I don't necessarily have time for that kind of stuff there. And provoke the trolls. Test this 3-3, this 2-2. Doesn't kill the chariot, doesn't kill the spirit. But I like to have the answer for the flyer, so maybe I'll play that after all. Kinseekers. Harbinger, maybe the Harbinger. Okay. I do it like this. Yep, with the Behold. I'm gonna keep it just like in the first game. I already also have the 200 Fumarole without any red here, but I guess I have only 7 red sources here. And again, this is like a repeat from the game 1. I don't have any. Well, all these are good. This is like a repeat from the game 1. And so I'm going to... Okay, Raven Wings. Mistwalker. I would like to have the disdainful stroke up, but I guess, I mean, yeah, I could have foretold and had the stroke up. Well, let's see what this they play. Oh man, it was that exacting. Ugh. This is an insult to injury. I mean, would they have played it if I had 2 mana open? Because the problem is that if I foretell this and have the disdainful stroke up, the actual problem with that play is that they might play a 3-drop. And I have like nothing, because foretelling this isn't even valuable because I'm not gonna be casting it right away. I mean, I don't even have a Demon Bolt in the deck to kill this. They're gonna make it fly, they're gonna start doing this copies. I mean, there literally is no way to beat this start here. I mean, I promised to not concede early, but how can I win this game? Because they're gonna crew it and make it fly. I mean, they don't even have to make it fly, because if I'm gonna tap out for the Arcanist, yeah, I don't have 4. I mean, they might make it fly if they want to, but they might... I mean... There is no way to win here. They probably have the struggle for Game War there. I don't know, let's play this and let them play, because if I just, you know, foretell this and have the disdainful stroke up, I'm gonna lose to those endless tokens here. So maybe I should have left the disdainful stroke up, but it would have been so bad if they played something like a 2 or 3 drop there. And I have then this thing foretold, which is not gonna do anything. I don't even have the 5th mana here. So they're gonna just get a free copy of this thing, and they're gonna have now the struggle here, so... Yeah. Now I concede. I mean, there's no way to beat here. They're gonna get a 3rd token, and... Yeah, well... Pretty annoying these last 2 drafts where I went 2-0. I think this, what was this my third match? No, I actually thought this was the final. What? Oh, the first match was so, it was so long that I actually thought this was the finals. But no, I'm just looking my clock here, and it's, you know, this has lasted quite long, this event, but that was indeed match number 2. So I thought that was the final, and I for some reason thought that I was at 2-0, mostly because I know I haven't lost with this deck, but I have 10 blue sources in here. I can't keep this. There's no guarantee that the stroke is gonna do much here. The Arcanist will be good when I draw one of my beholds. Anyway, what I was saying, that as I was assuming I was at 2 and ended the event at the result of 2-1 again. Because in the previous draft I also had an opponent with a crazy good rare that they drew in there all the games, and now the opponent had the Esika's Chariot in those both games, which made it, you know, the game not so easy to win. Do I just kill this looter? I think I killed the looter. Sadly, I don't have another one of these. But I have this guy. If they can't kill it, it's gonna be quite nice. Okay, this is gonna be 2 + 6 damage. If they will have 2 mana available, but they can't do much with 2. That's gonna die. No, I can... No, I can't. I guess I can actually if I use... Yeah, I could do it so that I play the Frostbite Arcanist here. Do I want to? If I use these to add blue, and then I can use these, and then I will get 1 mana pack. This can... I guess if I find the Behold the Multiverse, that's gonna be great anyway. I don't need to maybe get the... Okay, let's try to pressure the opponent here now. So let's play this thing, and there's nothing I can pick, so... Because this will be dealing with the opponent quite soon. It's gonna be 2 damage per turn, unless they get to like exile it. That's not gonna be... I mean, that's of course good, but I wasn't gonna try to trade with that anyway, so I could attack with both. But if they block the Arcanist, they take 1. Or they can eat this, and kind of, you know, my clock will be a bit faster there. I guess I'll just not do that. I'm gonna play the land now, because if I draw the Behold the Multiverse, I want to have access to all the mana possible. So if they don't get to exile this thing, I'm actually most likely going to win here. Of course they can kill this, and also if they kill this, then they can actually start drawing, gaining life. That's actually true. Elven Bow, okay. So that's a 5-color snow deck then. Mistwalker is good, but sadly they did get the answer to the flyer. Okay, let's just do like this. Oh, they have a double bounce. Okay. Now they can have a counter spell. Well, that would be a nice combination of things. They can gain 2 life out of this, but they can't kill any of my guy. Okay, they can't now gain. They don't have the 7 mana. Waking the trolls. Well, that's... but I'm still clocking them quite nicely. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're gonna get some trolls, but well, this is gonna be close. This is gonna be close because, well, I mean, I think I win if they have no more bounces or stuff. Yeah, because this is only a 3-turn clock now. Well, they can find more stuff with that thing. Because I will have blockers for the attackers. I'm at 20 here. They can deal 2 with this thing. Okay, they have some snow stuff in. Okay, they have pretty nice stuff in there. Well, that's gonna be... I would almost want to just, you know, protect this guy, but I think I need my giant token here actually. Yeah. I mean, protecting the Quakebringer though. I mean, let's see. They can't attack with their... Okay, maybe I'll decline after all. They don't have a good attack now, and they will die on the turn after that. Yeah, decline this. Equip this. Let's make sure it uses the correct mana. I don't need the red for anything. Yep, that's how I do it. Now they need like a mass removal spell. I mean, they could have a mass removal spell, so maybe I should have left the Mistwalker in my hand so that this would have done stuff in the graveyard. Although... they have like 1 attack with these guys. I kind of miscounted there somehow. I don't know why did I miscount it, but 1 attack isn't gonna kill me unless they really have a lot of... They can now draw 2 cards and get a 2/2 token. But they have to kill me with that 1 attack they can do next turn. And this thing costs 7 mana. It's gonna take their turn. But how do I beat this deck? I guess I hope they don't draw well and I draw well myself. Oh man, they have a Masked Vandal there, so... I tried. Just don't do anything to it. This trigger has to happen on both upkeeps. I can take 1 attack from them, but not 2. They have blockers for my stuff, so there's no way for me to attack here. They have this reach guy. Yeah, there's no reason attacking with anything, so... Well, let's see what happens. They can draw 2, but they don't gain life. And they need to kill the Quakebringer and then gain life, or the Quakebringer and also the Arcanist and the Mistwalker. Let's see if they loot. Oh man. Oh man. Look at this. I mean, I know I've been winning here based on this 1 card, but I can't match the opponent's plays. I guess I needed the token with the Giant's Amulet after all. I don't have here a good enough block because they have 2 attacks now. I said I can take 1 attack. I said I can't take 2 attacks. I mean, they have 4 power guys here, way too many of them. I can block 1. I can block 1 so that if I can, you know, leave. And this can't block anything but this. And then I can kill this one, and then I can, I guess, jump. I mean, I will jump next, and there's no point jumping right now, but I think it's pretty obvious that if I do this, I will take here 12 damage. Oh man, I can't. I lose to the next turn. I take 12 right now. If I jump with this thing now, well, no, it's aimed to jump there. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a... This is the best block I can have here, because I can't lose the Quakebringer. It was so relevant that they had the Masked Vandal. I mean, it's so incredible how relevant it was, because if this was a 5-5, I could actually kill one of these guys. It's so annoying that they really were at 2 life. Why didn't they have this play when they were at 4 life? I needed only one more upkeep here. I don't think there's any... I mean, this is the best block I have, I think. I mean, unless I make some stupid mistake here, but I think this is because now I get to survive with my Mistwalker here. And I will actually survive with each of these guys. And then I will, you know, they will attack with everyone, including those flyers. There's no way I'm gonna survive here. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, I have 4 blockers. I block these things and they have... Yeah, why do I even bother here? They're of course gonna go for the attack because that's the only chance they have. They would die otherwise. So, talk about annoying stuff. Disdainful Stroke will be sideboarded in. And something like Depart to Realm is not necessarily that important. And then I'll just... don't know, this blue-green and then splashing for other cards. So it's basically a blue-green deck, yeah. What do I need here? Frostpeak Yeti now. Tormentor's Helm. I mean, I have a late game deck myself, but problem is they might have just a better late game deck there. Okay. Maybe the Yeti. It's quite slow though. Okay, fine. Let's do it like this. At least I got a mythic rare in this draft. Time Walk. Oh man. Of all the things, they had the Time Walk in there. This is gonna get me 2 mana back, so I'm not gonna play it right now. I will use it on a turn when I can have, you know, I can utilize the 2 mana I get back from this. I can also bind the monster it, and I probably will. Depends on what kind of play there is gonna happen next. Well, there is that, so maybe I'll just I'll play the Behold the Multiverse here. Two on top. Well, the Quakebringer is good and I need the land as well, so let's do that. So now if I play the Fima roll, I would get 2 mana back, so I would have 4 mana after that, but actually 4 mana isn't that great. So I'll just play either the Bergstrider or the Quakebringer. I can take more damage from this guy, so probably just the Quakebringer then. Yeah, it's also double red, so better to use the double red card here. I could play also the Giant's Amulet, but I simply just want to start, you know, doing the pings with that thing. Okay, well, there's a Bears of Lichera then. That is a good card. Oh man. Well, I guess I can kill with it. Yeah, I have to kill it with a Tundra Fumarole, actually, yeah. Then they can't. They must play a 4-power creature to do anything with this. So there is that. So let's see, I have 6 lands. This effectively costs 1. So I can even play the Berg Strider there. But I have to kill this. It becomes 4-4 and then it will become a, it will kill my stuff here. So what I'm looking here is to, I can't take one more damage here. So what I do here is probably Fumarole this with the Snowlands. And I will have 5 after that. Yes, I will. Then I can have a Berg Strider, which actually uses snow mana because the Tundra Fumarole is a snow sorcery, so this will be snow mana. And I can tap a flyer or the Inga. I guess it's going to have to be just the Inga, right? And I will make them jump block, or they probably will jump block here now. And then I have to bind the monster for the Fin if they insist on attacking with the Fin. Unless they get double strike for it, but hopefully they don't. Okay, so now I have a chance in here. I assume they're gonna leave this as a blocker now, and the bind the monster will be doing nice work here. They have like they have their loot. Alright, they are gonna, well, you know what? I can go to 8 poison, I don't see how I'm gonna, I guess they just want me to. Let's see if I have the win here, that's the first thing. I assume they don't have anything other than the loot up here. They could have a Frostbite, but it's dealing 3 and actually that's not gonna be enough. So if I bind it, I can attack for 9 plus 4. That's 13. Oh, you're kidding me? That's 13 damage only. Well, that's very easy then. I'm not gonna do anything but an attack with all of these guys. And if they find some kind of way to untap that, I'm gonna be obviously in trouble, but I don't think there is a way to untap it. There is a white card in the format that can untap it, but I don't think they're gonna play it. Alright. That is a nice deck. How do I actually beat them consistently? I don't know about the Raven form still. It's kinda... I guess I can exile the Shapeshifter token because this card is a problem. At least I have the bounce spell. By the way, I did sideboard it out. That was clearly a mistake because I saw the Bears of Lichera getting milled there. How about the Annal? Because that will counter replicating ring, the Bears of Lichera, and also the Waking the Trolls. It's a card that's usually quite bad, but this could be a pretty exceptional situation where I need to play a card like an Annal here actually. Just in case. Maybe the Lichera Kinseekers is not what I need here. And the Dual Strike, while it's nice, maybe it's a little too much. Maybe I'll kind of cut the Kafel Harbinger. They are not that fast of a deck. Okay, I can cut the Harbinger here. It does give me mana, but with the dual strike copying with the Behold the Multiverse is so strong. Also, the Tundra Fumarole, of course. Although that does require 3 red mana, that's not so likely. But I will actually have the Annal here, just in case, because the Bears of Lichera is so good. How about the Raven form or the Frostpeak Yeti? I don't think so. Provoked Trolls, I mean, does have... I guess, yeah... don't like losing one of my guys that I can use actually to win with, but maybe I'll have these flyers, they are maybe enough. Cosmos Charger also very good. Quakebringer, that has been winning a lot of the games. Alright, I will just do it like this. I haven't sideboarded Annal ever, and I didn't think I would ever sideboard it in, but this is the kind of matchup where I feel like, especially on the draw, I want to have access to that card. This is a nice hand. I mean, not the greatest, but it's definitely a keepable hand, and with the Icar, even better. I might even get a card from the Fumarole, although I do need to find the second red for it. And that is... yeah... I think I'm not gonna cast... next turn will be Icar anyway. I'm just thinking if I want to actually... okay, I'm gonna actually foretell this thing now. Because I think I must... in this matchup I might need to... hey, wait a minute, that was my disdainful stroke target. I suppose... let's see. I can bind the monster it and then have to behold the multiverse. And then next turn I can, you know, find all the cards I need. But let's see, do I have to discard? So if I bind it and foretell this, I will be at 4 cards. Then I will draw a card, I will be at 5 cards. And then I use these both foretold cards and I will draw 4 cards more. I will be at 9, I can play 1 land and then I probably won't have anything to play after that. So maybe I don't want to go that greedy yet. I might just play the Icar for now. If I'm super lucky, I, you know, draw a red source for the Fumarole. Just don't have a... I mean, I guess I can't even counter the Bears of Lichera. So that's not a concern. That was, by the way, one other Annal target. Red, blue, green, blue. Okay, they're gonna bounce it. Don't such a big deal. That's bad, that's bad. I think the starting land hand was... wasn't it 3 lands? I think it was 3 lands. I mean, combining the bounce spell with the fact that I don't have a land drop, it's pretty horrible here. Well, you know what, I'm gonna bind this thing and I'm gonna have the behold the multiverse now foretold, and let's see what happens next turn. Okay, I can play the first one actually without copying it because I just need to... well, this is okay, but I think I need the bounce spell because of the Bears of Lichera possibility. So I can even leave it, but do I want to bounce this one? I might want to bounce that guy. Okay, fine. Actually, I want to just buy some time here and make them... because now I kind of want to have the Icar into... Hopefully I will draw a land and have a something. Well, let's see what's gonna be. Pilfering Hawk can also be annoying. I do wanna kind of copy this, but I would need a third red mana. But I suppose I'm just gonna play this now then, because I get to get. Oh yeah, I do want to have them all, but okay. I mean, I try to do something, but I think I'm just a little bit too far behind because of the. Well, my opponent has 1, 2, 3. They have the mana here for that thing. No black though, actually, yet. But they were gonna get the black mana now. I suppose they have a swamp in their deck. No, they didn't even want to use it. Fine. That's also very scary. That is also very scary. So I'm guessing some kind of counter spell will be there. Well, anyway, I'm gonna play the Icar and have the Disdainful Stroke up. Would be nice to have these things foretold, but I'm gonna have the Disdainful Stroke up, that's for sure. That's a black sauce, alright. Yeah. Now I can fumarole this, and I probably will because it's really quite useful to get rid of their looter now. And I get to draw a card. And then I can foretell, you know, stuff. Most likely the Cosmos Charger. Okay, so things don't seem that bad right now. I think it's gonna be the Cosmos Charger because it makes foretelling all the other cards. I mean, I have 3 foretell cards in my hand. So that means that I simply can play the Charger and start foretelling these things. Another looter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and with all the colors. Yeah, they have the. Well, I guess I can still. It's actually quite interesting. Quite interesting what I can do here. I mean, I will still draw a card if they choose to deal 2 to the Agar and then block with the either the Pilfering Hawk or the you know, the what they have, the 2/2 token. I will lose the Agar, but I will get to draw a card. Is that something I want to do? Probably not. I don't need to draw cards, and this will be a nice threat anyway too, because I have all these other giants here that make it easy to maybe threaten drawing cards. I'm just not sure if I just should play this thing right now, because it feels like I don't want to foretell these things quite yet, because I just want to play these guys. Although the Cosmos Charger is a nice flyer, yeah, I kind of force them to use the two damage there for no use. They get to draw 2 cards, gain 2 life. I will lose 2 life and they get the token, and that was a good one. But of course my hand is something I can use to maybe beat them, but okay, that's something I can just tap. And then I can start raising here. Okay, provoke the trolls copied. Well. I think I'm gonna get rid of the looter, but do I want to do it right now? Probably yes. I mean, of course I will get rid of the fin here. I also get to draw a card, by the way, here. Unless they have a removal, then I don't get to draw a card. They should actually let this resolve, this copy. They don't know what I'm targeting. Now they realize that they maybe should do that. So Finn and Hawk are gonna die. And I'm gonna lose my Iger, which means they won't have any card in their hand and they will lose their Luther too. At least they are kind of hovering over the Iger. I wonder what's going on here. Oh, run ashore. Well, put on top. I mean, I guess yes. And I will start to raise here because I do have the Quakebringer that I can use to finish. I can drop to 9 here. And then I can have the Bergstrider for the Finn here. Or maybe I just, you know... I have so many ways to do this thing here. I mean, if I play the Iger, they actually don't want to block this guy. But then again, I don't have a very efficient, because I don't want to foretell these things without, you know, having the Cosmos Charger here. That's the thing. Okay, I'll just play the Bergstrider, fine. This is the, you know, this is dealing a lot of damage, especially if they're holding a land, as it seems like they are. Oh, there was no snowman. Well, I mean, it doesn't even matter if there was no snowman. I wanted to play it anyway, and now, yeah, now finally I drew the land because I wanted to do this exactly. I play the Iger now, and then I can play the Cosmos Charger at the end of their turn. And now if they block, I will get to draw cards. That's great. Okay, now this is nice. And now I can have the Cosmos Charger end of turn. It's a flyer and all that. They need to hit pretty nice cards now. Waking the Trolls is a nice card, but I actually will have enough time now to die. Now that their Time Walk is actually... their Time Walk is used up, I should be winning this. Waking the Trolls will make a ton of tokens for them, but it's not enough when I have the Quakebringer. By the way, I needed to draw that mountain. On the other hand, it was due, because I'm at 17 lands left in the deck, and I do have 7 red sources here. So I'm going to just play the come on, Mountain and Quakebringer here, and I will have actually mana to foretell the one of these beholds. Yeah, I suppose I do. So I'm gonna just attack with all, and they even can't necessarily double block the Icar because they're gonna take 7 damage otherwise. So that will kill them right away unless they find an answer to it. And the answer can't be just destroy a creature. Okay. So opponent flooded there, I suppose, a bit. And I eventually was able to win them. Yeah, I'm pretty happy I had the disdainful stroke for this thing, because the 1/1 flyers might have been pretty relevant here, you know, clocking me. I had no flying blockers there. So yeah, I think that was a very successful draft, because I found a mythic rare, which is kind of an equivalent of 8 packs in terms of, you know, completing the set. And then I got the 2-1 result, which gives me 4 packs for 500 gems. So let's claim the price here, and I can maybe just a little bit. So the current amount of packs is now 249, and because I won't have the kind of extended set progression status report now. I will do it after draft number 55 perhaps. So if you count all these, that's going to be 38. You can pause and count. It's going to be 38 mythic rares. So that means I'm missing like 42, and I still would need to have like over 300 packs to open to get all the remaining 42 mythic rares. Because again, the mythic wildcards that I'm gonna open from the packs, I'm not gonna use them. I'm just going to stockpile them just for fun. Because I'm not gonna stop drafting Kaldheim. That's the idea. I'm gonna continue drafting Kaldheim even after the set completion. So there's no reason for me to craft the mythic rares. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.